To do is what I'm saying.
Okay, everybody, I'm already doing a video right now, and I'm going to do a few today. Yesterday, I never checked Facebook, people know, but I was posting pictures, and I guess people realize if we're going to try and get a message to John, you better do it when the pictures are posting, because he doesn't ever look. So Sweet Pea, who likes to do ministry with the homeless, and she told me how she got to the website and found out about my ministry, and that's how we became friends. We have a mutual friend. Say hi, Sweet Pea.
Hello, everybody.
Say hi, Pops.
Hi there.
We have. I'll tell a little bit, and then you're gonna see a few of these today. But I had a friend of mine named Don in Corpus Christi, and Don used to tell me. He said, "Oh, there's a friend of mine, a lady, Christian lady in Austin, who reads. So she watches all your videos and all." So that's how I knew about Sweet Pea. I never met her, but she was going to be in town for a few days, and today is Friday, and I usually go to the ranch, but I said, no, what we'll do is we'll fellowship today. Now, Pops and Sweet Pea, if you all remember, I do a lot of kidding around on the videos and all. This is the first time today's the first time I met Sweet Pea. I told her I'll meet you over at the HEB parking lot where we live. I said, and we'll all fellowship today. So today we're going to do. Now I'm going to let people share throughout the day. Sweet Pea can share like whatever's on her heart, and Pops can, you all have seen Pops also. So this is kind of just one. We might do 3 or 4 today, hopefully. My phone, believe it or not, I was doing my contacts, and this phone, it's a Samsung phone. All the contacts are all under one name. It adds them all together. This is the worst phone in the world for like having your phone numbers in it. So I don't even know if I'm going to contact all my friends that I needed to. Sweet Pea, say hi.
Hi, hello,
what do you
everybody.
What have you been? Share a little bit about your ministry and like what you feel about Corpus Christi, why you're here right now, this next few days.
Well, I've just always had a heart for this city. And since 2005, actually I was a hairdresser and I came to this city, and there's always just been something about this particular place. And one time I was visiting here, I saw all the street people, and I used to minister to street people in Fort Worth, Texas, and really all through my life. But I used to make soup and take to them, and then in Austin I made sandwiches, and so I just believe that I have a calling to this area because my heart is here, and it's a matter of God's timing to get here, and I think it's really soon.
Yeah.
Because
Sweet Pea, we're going to sit outside. We might in a little bit. This is one of the prettiest. That's downtown Corpus Christi over there.
You should have seen the rainbow this morning. It went completely around like that.
Oh yes.
It was beautiful.
If you're going to have a Whataburger in Corpus, this would be the nicest one to be at because it's right off the water.
ketchup or anything?
I treated Pops and Sweet Pea. They went out of their way, so it wasn't that much though. And I got the coffee, senior coffee. I didn't. Sweet Pea did that. I don't think I'm a senior, but we got this one. Who wants to bless the food? I never pray.
I can.
I very rarely. Okay, that way we'll get that on the video.
Father, I just thank you for this food, Lord. And we receive it with thanksgiving, Lord. And I appreciate this great fellowship with these fine gentlemen here today. In Jesus' name, bless this food, Lord. Thank you.
Amen. Pop's got him a hamburger. Sweet Pea got. Oh, he just got like a taco.
Oh, they put cheese on it. They want cheese.
Oh.
You want me to take it back and get you
Well,
another one?
I'll just go
We can just do a few more minutes,
really don't
and then we'll
want
do some more in a
cheese.
while. Okay. Pops, I'm going to I could shut the video off now, and then we'll do another one a little later, unless you all have something you want to say before I shut this one off. I know you were eating. A lot of people don't like talking when they eat.
Yeah.
I don't know of any particular preaching I was going to do on any of the videos, but I did read. I'm going to talk for a second here. I read, I've been reading a few chapters from Zechariah and from Daniel. But today, I think it was this morning, I read Zechariah 12. Listen to what it says, and I just read it quickly, not to teach it. But it talks about God's people. See, a lot of them, I'm teaching on Revelation and all, and tribulation, all these things. A lot of these things have real present realities in your own life. And this is one of the things I want to bring out as we teach a little more in Revelation. But listen to this, Zechariah 12. It said, when God's people are in the siege, in the Old Testament, it's referring to Israel, the Jewish people. It says, when God's people are in the siege, and that the other nations are coming against them, it says it's at that time that God's people will be a burdensome stone to everybody that comes against them, and that the leaders of Judah, the governors of Judah, will be like a fire in the midst of a bunch of straw, and will burn and purge everything around it. Now, there are things you can teach on that, but what I want you to see, it says, when the people of God are under attack, God is glorified by manifesting his victory through them. And then when they are, there's a verse that says, touch not God's anointed. But it's referring not only to prophets, but to the people of God in general. The Spirit of God is in us. And when Christians are persecuted or going through tough times, there's a judgment. But it's in God's plan that even there are Christians being martyred throughout the world today in ways that we've not seen in many years because of ISIS and radical Islam. But God has a purpose when these things come to pass. But in that chapter I read this morning, Zechariah 12, I might post it when I do this video. But it said it's at that time when people are coming against you in your own life that God will be glorified. And listen to this. It says, the smallest one, the weakest Christian at that time, will be like a mighty warrior. And it says, and the house of David, or the community, it says, will be like the angel of God. So God will so manifest within you when you're under suffering, and within your community of friends, the Christian fellowship you're a part of, you will be like the angel of God. It says the house of David will be like God. It's Zechariah 12. It's a very strange thing, but in the New Testament we're called the body of Christ. And so God, in some of the verses on Revelation I'm hitting on, it says the Lamb stood on the mountain and there was 144,000. I take that more symbolically, the whole community of the redeemed. And it says, and we read images, fire came down from God out of heaven and devoured their enemies. In those verses in Revelation, it's the same thing. It says the kings of the earth were coming against God, against his Christ, against his people, and fire came down from God out of heaven. I don't take that as literal fire for us today, but it's talking about a purging. And everybody that gets close to that community is going to go through a judgment for God's purpose, not out of a vindication, like I'm going to get your enemies, but it's God's going to work in all the people. So that's a little bit of Zechariah 12. Maybe you read that. But everyone that comes against you, a child of God, when you're in the siege, that means when it seems like you're losing, it's at that point where God manifests and says, now watch what I'm going to do. Okay? So I figured I'd share that. Pops is eating a hamburger. Sweet Pea's got the taco. Okay, that's video 1 for today. We just all met today for the first time, in person.